Extreme dirty. We've just finished installing that there, which is new shelving. Reclaimed sleeper supports and railway sleeper supports that we have spliced down, and we made some cool shelving. So we're going to run you through that. We also did a couple of changes to the grind room. In other words, worked out a bit of a better layout. Got grinders mounted and all these good things. And I thought, well, we haven't shared this on YouTube for quite some time, so let's do an update. Okay, so I'll flip you guys around and I'll show you that. Right, so that's my view from the grind room. Yeah? And then people ask me why I moved here. Man. Alright, so what we have is the double wheel monster right as you enter. Okay, and what we did is she was there. That profile machine stood on this corner here, and just having to move around a machine that I use very, very little. It was kind of, man, it was just irritating. It was just stupid. So when we fitted the shelving, I had to move all my machines out of the way to do that properly. And then when we set them back, we all lined everything up, bolted everything down, and then moved this here so I could open up space on this side. Yeah. So we fitted two bench grinders, well, one bench grinder, and this one here has got a 1 degree tilt, and this one here is just a flat. Okay, so both of these tables can be adjusted, and this entire rig can come off, and she can also, by pulling a little lever there, you can tilt her out at a 45 degree or a further 90 degree, so you can actually stand here and work, and. Okay, so we finally fitted this thing. This was originally mounted on a pedestal. Independent VSD, so variable speed, forward, reverse, and this machine here is a bit of a modified Northwest machine, and the same thing. So if you do a hollow grind polishing, there we go for that one, another flat table here. But what I like about this one is that she can do that. So you can now grind on the top, also variable speed, independently controlled from there. And look at all the freaking logos, man. Yeah, I love that. So, yeah, okay, so that is the independent, and we put just 90 degree hooks at the bottom so that you've got space for your feet underneath, and the all important ashtray. Okay, so aside from that, what did we do? We fitted shelving, proper, nice, freaking heavy cut, and these are like 40 mil thick. Fitted some of my belt racks in here, so when I'm working, I can flip, and predominantly these first two machines, this one here and that one there, well, the second and third machine. So this one there and that one here is my two machines. So this is my primary. She runs a 2.2 kilowatt motor, large diameter wheel. I've ordered a smaller one. Initially when I built this machine, or I put it together, I couldn't find a smaller wheel. So, well, now it's a couple of years later. Still happy with the machine, but that one there and that one there is my two. So this is my primary, and if something happens to this machine, then I work on this one here. So there's the only two in the shop that run 2.2 kilowatts. This is my profile machine. So what we did on this machine, the table bed was up to about there, so we chopped it in half, making sure that my standard green little trays can still fit there. And so when we do production work, I can still fit 40 knives, blanks there, and do what I need to do. Yeah, once again, load of cool stuff, man. I'm quite liking this. I'm really digging the layout at the moment. We also extended the power conduits there right through up to the end here. All right, and we left that end open, but all the wiring's been terminated, so when I eventually clear out this section, get all the house's storage stuff out of here, then I can extend just everything on and then finish the freaking grind room, right? But yeah, so what we have, this one here is the only little machine that is still not have a master switch, because we ran out of those. I ordered one, not enough, yeah, so we'll get that. So now independent power is there. The lights obviously run independently, and yeah, so that works like an absolute charm. Each of these machines are individually speed controls. Each and every one of them have their own VSDs, and the VSDs are located in this little, let's call it my little black box in the corner there. So this table and this table Both of them independent VSDs, both located in there. Obviously that's there is just to catch most of the dust. Yeah, so that's where the baller wiring, yeah, that kind of still gets me. But we'll sort that out. Alright, but at least the wiring, all the other stuff is nice and neat. And except for that still gets me. That still gets me. But now that, well, once I've decided that that is where this machine will live, then I'll shorten those. And the same for the double wheel grinder. So I need to figure out whether that is the place for it, and if it is, then I can sort out that mess there. Right? Because that man, that just gets me. But anyway, so this is the grind room, right? And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 grinders at the moment. I've just decided this morning that I'm building another table like this. So we'll fit another 2 grinders in here. Well, past this section. So this section of shelving will be cut off there, and we'll relocate all of that. And then I can fit another 2 grinders in, which is perfect. Obviously, in my production environment, it's nice to have all of the grinders. But it's even better when you've got students in. Yeah? Okay, so 0.75, 6-pole motor, so extremely powerful, torque-wise, but not very powerful. It's only 0.75 kilowatt, right? 2.2 kilowatt, 4-pole motor, 2.2 kilowatt, 4-pole motor. Then we get to the flipper grinds. Well, that's a flipper as well. Get to the flippers, a standard 0.75, only a 4-pole motor, as for the other 3. What makes this nice is that I can grind in a horizontal position as well as a vertical position. Yeah? Any questions on this? Then have a look in the channel. There's quite a few in-depth videos regarding this grinder, right? No, and we still don't have the plans for this. Okay, so the invitation is still there. Anyone that is willing to drive out to me, draw up plans for this, okay, give it to me, we'll create a PDF and anyone can build them. It's easy as that. Okay. What else? Our wheels, we still have to sort out a couple of things on the shelving, but I'm liking what we have done so far. And that is it, guys. That's the grind room. What we have on the other side here is the mess of belts. So this side, obviously, still a lot of work to do. But let's focus on this side, right? That looks a lot better. Oh, Demo. The only grinding room he's had was his bedroom on his wedding night, brother. I like that.
No, we wanted to
Demo, what I essentially need to do is look. It's what's it? How many days till Christmas? Today is the 14th, I think. Yeah, I don't even know. 15th. All right. So what we'll do is over Christmas, between Christmas and New Year, I'll literally just put my ass down and draw up the plans for this, and we'll post it. Yeah, I think that's it. Because we had a couple of guys come through with the understanding, measure it up, and then when you draw your plan, I mean, just give me a copy, right? And so far, no one has done a copy. So I'll eventually just do it and just give it out. But guys, that is it. Any questions so far? I'm not even looking at comments. What am I going to ask for the plans? Man, you can have the plans for free, right? Seriously. The whole idea is to get more guys working. It's as easy as that. I am working on a commercial version where this was the original, okay, original design. And therefore I don't mind giving it away for free. It's hacked together by 70 by 50 flat bar, 8mm thick, the entire thing. And it's extremely simple to build this. Really it is. But the more commercial version we are building, or we're working on at the moment, is, man, that is a kick-ass machine. But once we're on prototype 2 now, so once we've actually have that launched, look, I'm not going to be building them, I'll just be selling the plans. If there's anyone in the US that is interested in building the prototype, okay, and distributing in the US, let me know. Let me know. But we'll also chat to the guys that I've met, and we'll most probably launch it at Blade 2018. Yeah. How's the balance? Dude, she balances very well. Let me show you. The balance on these things are phenomenal. I mean, there's no belt on. Sean, quickly just fit the belt for me. Thanks, dude. Quick, one day game. Fit a belt. What are we going to balance? Have you got change? This is Sean. Yeah. He kind of just pitched up here one day and he hasn't left yet. And it's how many months now? 6 months?
No.
Yeah, he still hasn't left.
The road is so bad.
Apparently my road is so bad he can't leave. But he did. I mean, without these guys, Black Dragon Forge currently is 4 guys. It was myself, Tsulu, Bakang, and latest edition is Sean. Now when it gets to the forges, this is the man, right? He has taken over and is building the forges by himself. I have a tent, dude, come over. What VSDs do I use, Herman? I use Protan, okay, but these are no longer available. I think the newer ones are Vici drives, okay, and I can hear a bearing going on. Yeah, it's a top bearing. So the top bearing on that one is going bottom bearing, okay, but
the bottom one is bad.
But there you go. So with the bottom bearing going, she is, they're quiet, they are balanced, as long as everything lines up, okay, and there's no deviation from complete parallel between these 2 axes and that one there. In other words, you don't have a motor doing that, you won't have an issue with balance. The balance issue where a guy balances a coin on this, man, it's the biggest freaking sales gimmick I've seen ever. Yeah, I mean, I built my first grinder, man, before I friggin' even finished my first knife. 8.5 years, or 8 years and a couple of days, couple of months. But man, I can tell you what, use what you got, right? And if it's cheap, it's most probably not the best thing. But it doesn't, that's not the rule. But anyway, I'm now talking crap. Guys, that was it. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate you popping in. Guys, we're just over 12 minutes. This was supposed to be a 5-minute thing, right? But anyway, questions, comments, leave them below, all right? And we'll get back to you. We'll even maybe showcase Sean grinding something. Cheers, guys. I can't kill it. I don't know how to kill it. Honestly, I can't kill it.